Despite a black U.S. president, black people in this country still face considerable discrimination in their daily lives. Recent figures show African Americans make up a disproportionate number of those who are unemployed. They are also more likely to be stopped and searched by police and trail other races when it comes to education. Anand Naidoo reports.
50 years after the passing of the landmark Civil Rights Act, a general consensus that blacks in the United States still face threats to their right to vote, widespread prejudice and racial violence.
It's not so much the overt social separation, but there's an underlying feeling of unfairness and injustice.
The scars and stains of racism still remain deeply embedded in American society. So I said to each one of us today, we must never, ever give up.
As U.S. Congressman John Lewis says, opinions are slow to change, and that is borne out in a survey conducted by the Emerson College Polling Society in Boston. 61% of African Americans polled said race relations are worsening. When asked whether the justice system is biased against African Americans, 69% said yes, there is discrimination in how laws are enforced. And a survey published by the Pew Research Center shows the black unemployment rate is consistently twice that of whites. Kenneth Anderson, a college graduate, has been unemployed for more than a year. He says many black kids are set up to fail.
The school system, it's a shame. What they did, they took all the technical skills out of schools, but then you put them out on the streets, you give them no recreational rec centers, you don't give them anything, you give them glass, guns, and drugs to play with. What you expect?
And in the justice system, an alarming report published last year by the University of Maryland shows that blacks were 3 times as likely to face a possible death penalty as white defendants. Only weeks after the country commemorated Martin Luther King Day, it's clear that race relations in America have a long way to go. Public perceptions on issues like job opportunities, justice, education, and even housing are clearly determined by which race group one comes from. Anand Naidoo, CCTV, Washington.